Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is time finally for another TBR game. Now normally in my TBR game videos I also include like my Bible reading, my devotionals, my 12 challenge, my blind date with Bookmas, well I don't include that because that's a blind date with a book, but all of those things. Today we are just playing the game and I am starting over because I don't remember what I rated the books that I read in May. And that's the last time I did this. So let's go ahead and get into the game. It's gonna be lots of fun. Typically, if I don't read a book or if I don't rate a book in the previous month, the next month in my TBR game, I will roll this letter dice and whatever letter it lands on has to be in the title of whatever book I choose. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this and we'll see what letter needs to be in the title that I choose. Let's do it. Okay, so hopefully you guys saw the letter was L. So I need to look at this and see what book has the letter L that I can, you know, potentially read. I have a lot of options here, but the one that's standing out to me the most is one that I want to get to, but maybe not necessarily immediately, but maybe this month would be a good time. I'm gonna go ahead and choose Lilac Girls. I don't remember what this is about. Oh, it's involving Nazi secrets and powers, so definitely World War II? Is that World War II? World War II. I should know my history better. I'm pretty sure that's when it is. The main characters, it's sent to Ravensbrück, which is a concentration camp, or was a concentration camp for women. And they're trying to bring justice to those whom history is forgotten. I love books like this, which sounds so messed up. I just mean I love books set in this time period that are so like meaningful and heartfelt, and this is one that a lot of people seem to really enjoy and appreciate, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my TBR. The next element of my game is if I rate a book 1 star, then I play another TBR game to choose the book for that month based on that rating. Today I have with me Uno, and I'm going to shuffle these cards, and basically I'm going to pull out the card that's on the top, and it'll either be a number or a color, and I'll need to choose a book that either matches that number or color. So if it's like a number 8, I would need to choose the 8th book on my TBR, or I can choose a book that has that color in the cover. So I don't need all these cards, obviously, so I'm just going to choose these and shuffle them really quickly. You guys can't see that. You guys can see the colors, but I need to look away. Oh my word, I can't get them to like go together. Whatever. All right, so here we've got the top. It's a yellow skip. So it has to have yellow on the cover. There's no number to choose from. So let's see. Yellow on the cover. Also has yellow on the cover, and I think I'm gonna choose it. It's called Paradise Valley. It is an Amish romance, maybe? Question mark romance? Yeah. It's like a Christian Amish romance. I am very hit or miss with Amish books, but I'm willing to try it. I got it in a little free library, so I'm gonna put this on my TBR. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm realizing I really need to update my Goodreads, but the next element of my game, if I rate a book 2 stars, is to choose my lowest rated fiction book that I own on my TBR from my Goodreads Want to Read shelf. So the one that it came up with, the lowest rated that I actually own, is The Forgotten Girls by Sarah Bladel. I don't remember what this is about, but I think the girls are like in the woods or something. Oh no, a woman's body was discovered in a local forest. There's a scar on the side of her face, and it should have made identification easy. Oh no. No one's reported her missing. But the woman had a twin, and both girls were issued death certificates more than 30 years ago. So that's really intriguing. I don't know, I haven't really been in a thriller mindset mood in a very long time, but I am looking forward to trying this because when I do find a thriller that I enjoy, I obviously really enjoy it. But I'm just gonna give this a chance. So this is going on my TBR. Next element of my game, if I rate a book 3 stars, I can choose a prompt from one of these prompt jars, and this, I just rotate them, but this silvery gray ones on the top, so I will choose a prompt from in here. Let's see what we have. I don't even know if this is like the social prompt or the vague prompt, but it says personal Instagram chooses. Oh no, that's gonna take some time. So actually, I'm gonna have to ask my own personal Instagram, and you guys are just gonna have to find out later what book they choose, because I don't know what they're gonna pick, and I am not waiting like 24 hours to finish this video. I really want to get it up. So you guys stay tuned for the end of the month for my TBR reading vlog for September to see what people chose. Okay, so then if I rate a book 4 stars, I get to play TBR Trouble, which basically means I just roll this dice 3 times, and whatever number it lands on corresponds to a group of books, and then I narrow it down to a book within that group by rolling the dice again. So I'm going to go ahead and count my books, and you guys won't see that process, but I'm going to group them, and then I will roll the dice. Okay, I'm kind of like crouching down here. I've got 4 groups here, which basically tells me that if I land on a 1, then I will just read Tribulation Force, which is a reread for me, and I'm planning on rereading it soon anyway, so that could work. Although I wanted to read it sooner than my TBR. But anyway, I would choose that one. If it lands on a 6, I would read There's Someone Inside Your House, which I'm very uncertain about that book anyway, so that might be a DNF. But if it lands on a 1, if it lands on a 2, I'll narrow it down in this group. A 3, I'll narrow it down in this group. A 4, I'll narrow it down in this group. And a 5, I'll narrow it down in this group. So let's go ahead, roll the dice, and see which group I'm narrowing it down from. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. Is that a 2? Yeah, that's a 2. So I'm gonna narrow it down from this group. So basically it'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see what the dice has me reading. The dice has said a 2 again. So the dice has chosen this book. I'm gonna take off that sticky note. The Accidental Empress. My understanding of this book is there was like a it's a royal family situation, but there's a love interest who's supposed to marry this one royal sister, or maybe she's supposed to marry in the royal family, or the sister's supposed to marry in the royal family. I don't know which way it is. But then the guy ends up marrying the sister instead. So I'm guessing that it's a sister marries into the royal family when her sister was supposed to be the one marrying into the royal family. I think that's how it works. That doesn't sound confusing at all, but I am very intrigued to this because it kind of gives Rival to the Queen vibes just because it's a royal situation. I just want to try it. We'll see. The last element of my game is if I rate a book 5 stars, I get to choose, it used to be a title from this heart box, but now it's a number. So basically, I just have little slips of paper that have numbers on them, and they will correspond with any of the books on my TBR cart. Now, I put like 25 numbers in here, and I don't necessarily always have 25 books on my TBR cart, so if I get a number that is not that I don't have that many books, then I'll just choose a different number until I get a number that corresponds with a book. Now, you may have remembered I was going to do these little post-its. The only thing is that's really impractical because then I would have to go back and renumber all of the books every time I play this TBR game. And that just sounds like a pain, and I don't want to do that. So I decided I have finished kindergarten, you know, I know how to count. So what I'm going to do is draw the number and then just count the book. Let's go ahead and see what we have. Also, they are small enough that they can fall out, so I'm just going to shake it. And whatever one comes out is the number that I will do. This is number 22, so let me count and we'll see what I'm reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 22. I guess it was meant to be. You guys didn't see that at all, but 22 is the one I was saying. I can see a DNF happening here. I wanted to try this because I've heard about it. I'm not really in a thriller mood, especially not something creepy sounding, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a fair chance, but if I DNF, we won't be shocked because my TBR videos tend to end in at least 3 DNFs. So that's my TBR game for the month. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it wasn't too chaotic. I don't think it was that bad. hopefully it's interesting enough. But that's everything. So you guys saw me choose 5 books. There will be 6 in that TBR reading vlog video, and you'll have to stay tuned to see what the 6th book is and what I think of these. Very interesting assortment of books. We've got some historical fiction and thriller, which is like my favorite combined. So we're gonna see how that goes. Anyway, that's everything. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more. And comment down below, let me know what you're reading in September. I'm so excited to be back with you all next time. I will see you guys then. Thank you for being here. Bye!